Hey everybody, it's Dr. Rick Wallace dropping in on you. Hope everybody is off to a good start for the week. Look, there are certain principles that are tied to success. Success isn't some abstract, distant idea that people luck up and fall into. Success is a destination that's highly specific, that when the right pattern, plan, and effort is applied, can be achieved. Here's one of the biggest problems that I see with people who desire a certain level of success but consistently miss the mark, consistently find themselves outside of the boundaries of the success they so desperately seek. And that is, they surround themselves with people who are counterintuitive, counterproductive, counterinfluential, and any other type of adjective you can add to them being the opposite influence of what is required. Something my great-grandfather, who was my adopted father, used to say to me when he would see me moving around the streets of our community, playing with kids or engaging other kids in the hood, you know, all the way up, he would sit up and he would say, hey, people who don't have, when you start effing with people who don't have shit to lose, they will cause you to lose everything you have and everything that you could have. It is a proven fact that when you surround yourself with people who are not looking to gain something, who have nothing to lose, they will find a way to strip you of what, not only of what you have, but of the opportunities for you to have more. It is immensely important to understand that I say it in so many different ways, and I've said it for so many different years. And so it starts to become redundant and people start to tune it out. But that is one of the most relevant principles to building success, building a winning pattern, so to speak, because you're going to face things in life. This isn't about one journey to one place. This is about a consistent and steady progression where you're going to achieve many things. You're going to have some wins and some losses. The thing about being a winner isn't I never lose. The thing about being a winner is I'm built to win. So even when I lose, it's about learning. It's about preparation. It's about preparing so that doesn't happen to me again. One of the greatest compliments I ever got was a company I was contracting for. I told you guys the story about me doing international relocation. Well, one of the companies I was contracting for had an annual evaluation of my company. And the evaluation was, you know, hey, you do this well, you do this so remarkably well, you do this, you're exceptional at this, you're unparalleled at this. There were some things that literally I was industry recognized for in dealing with, and it's what set me aside. It's still what sets me aside in business today, and that's my ability to deal with people and get the most out of any situation and to be a calming force in turbulent situations. But that's not the compliment. The compliment to me, that was simply an assessment of who I was. I got that. The compliment to me was when you start to address where I'm not good, where I'm not perfect, and it still says I'm good, and and the way it was said was simple. You don't make many mistakes, but when you do make a mistake and you become aware of it, never happens again. And so that's huge. And so my thing is, winning is about that. Winning is about getting to a point and saying, okay, that didn't work. We're not doing it exactly like that. So let's find out why it didn't work. Let's go back in. And you want a team around you that can do that. Here's the thing though. in the process of becoming a winner, you have to create a winning environment. You have to create what? A winning culture. You hear that a lot in sports today, that certain coaches win because they create cultures. Deion Sanders goes down, never a head coach, goes down to Jackson State, wins the national title, does something unbelievable, change it. Then it starts to get D1 recruits to an HBCU. And how did he do it? Culture. He literally changed the culture. And then the culture that he brought in was so forceful that it began to emanate outside of the boundaries of what he was doing, and it started to leak into other programs, and other coaches start to adopt it and start to emanate it and start to produce it. And now you're talking about an entirely new environment in HBCU sports. That's just in one element of life. I'm talking about that type of winning attitude in everything you do. There is literally a culture to winning. But let me tell you something. A culture is something that's practiced by more than one person. Now, one person may be the influence of the culture. One person may be the catalyst behind the culture. But the culture is a culture because it's what people who are connected are doing in a specific environment. Well, here's the problem. When you got people who don't want anything, when you got people who've never had anything, when you got people who are content with the fact that they don't have anything and have never had anything, it is impossible to create a winning culture in that environment. Yet, we have a bunch of people who consistently try it over and over again, year after year, and are frustrated with it, and eventually start to buy into the fact that they can't do it. No, it's not that you can't win. It's that you can't win in that environment. That environment is a losing environment because it's a part of a losing culture. You've immersed a winning attitude into a losing culture, and you're fighting and swimming upstream. What you have to do is understand you need to be around people who think like you. You need to be around people who are moving like you. You need to be around people who can fan your flames. You need to be around people who can sit up and inspire you. You need to be around people, when you do get down, know how to pick you up. There are actually people out there who literally enjoy being a positive force in people's life. There are people out there who are literally built to look inside of you and see the gift, look inside of you and recognize the potential. There are literally people out there that are capable of igniting something in you that you may not even know exists right now, and getting you to places you never thought you can be. But you cannot expect that to happen with the same old naysayers, the same old it's always been, the same old, man, nobody ever wins doing that. Man, you know how many businesses fail in the first 3 years? Do you know how many this? Do you know people? There are people out there who literally make it their business, who literally treat being a naysayer as a career. They make it their business, their life's work, to find out every way something won't work. And they don't even realize the power of the mind, and that they only need to find one way that it does, and their life would change. But they're so focused. They're not only focused on finding the negative, they get excited when they do. See here, I told you, that's not, man, you know how many businesses did this last year? Nobody made, you know, and the thing is, I have literally made a living off of being where I was told I couldn't be. Doing what I was told I couldn't do. I have literally ate off of naysayers' statements and assessments and projections. You know how? I went out and found space where what I thought was possible was received. And if it took me a moment to get there, I provided myself with a space of one where it was just me, affirming me, encouraging me, challenging me, and believing in me. And Then I found people, as I became stronger in my belief and my energy and my confidence, that stood up and rode with me and encouraged me and spoke what I spoke, thought what I thought, and moved how I moved. And until you get to that point, you're going to have challenges. Man, when I created the Epic Ram community of high achievers, it was with this whole thing in mind. It was with the fact that people don't understand the power of community, the power of networking, the power of a winning circle, the power of a winning culture. And they have a desire. They want things out there, but they don't understand it. They're still around the people who are dousing their flames, around the people who are letting the wind out of their sails. They're around people who are constantly whispering the sweet nothings of negativity into their ear. And it's taking everything they have in them just to get up and try one more time. You've got to get to a place where every morning you wake up and you're alive, no matter what the challenges were yesterday, because you have a team of winners. You have a circle of it. You got somebody you can pick up the phone and call, say, man, it's a bad day. I'm having a hard day. And they know the words to say. They can encourage you. You need somebody when you just sitting up and you're at wit's end, say, girl, I don't know what I'm going to do. I try. Girl, you know you got it. Look, I'm on my way over there. Or look, I'm about to get off. I'm going to call you. Whatever it is, there's somebody in your circle that knows how to help you get through the moment that you're dealing with, that will encourage you, that will lift you. I created the Epic Ram to create an environment of people who will listen to your vision and come up with ideas, who will listen to your desires and your dreams and sit up and give you some insight that will help you get there. I wanted to make sure that people had a place that they could come to shield them from the negativity, to shield them from the dark minds of people who are limited minded and have limiting beliefs. And I want to invite you to be a part of it. I want to invite you to come in and partake of the positive forces that we are sharing amongst ourselves as members of this organization. Look, not only will you have a network to work with, not only will you have a place where we're doing Q&A sessions on a weekly basis, not only will you have an opportunity to search the minds of some extremely successful people who I've worked with in the past and who are now a part of the group, but you will have access to courses that we will be offering to members at no charge. You will have access to table, anything that you're going on. We're going to have breakout rooms for mental health. We're going to have breakout rooms for entrepreneurial discussions. We're going to have breakout rooms for financial literacy, and we're still building on other ideas. And it's a place where you can open up and nobody's going to call you stupid. Nobody's going to tell you you're crazy. Nobody's going to tell you it's out of your reach. Nobody's going to tell you be realistic. And not only that, on top of all these other unbelievable benefits, for anyone who signs up for a membership today, or today, for at least today, you will receive free of charge my Rapid Change Breakthrough session, which is a session with yours truly to help you build and overcome whatever it is that you're trying to overcome and reach. And it is a value of $350. That's what I normally charge, but you will get it absolutely free if you sign up today. I want you to be successful. I do. I don't know you personally, but some of you I may know personally, but I know I want you to be successful. Why? Because my goal this year is to touch 1 million people. And it's going to take way more than the work I do on a one-on-one basis, which is where I hang my hat and what I love doing and what I get so much fulfillment out of. But I want to touch 1 million people. So that means I'm going to have to get out of what I normally do, and I'm going to have to expand my reach. And that's exciting for me. And one of the ways that I'm going to do this is through this business. So with that being said, look, I've made it to the gym. With that being said, I want you to click that link, sign up, and let's make something remarkable happen. Let me help you. On that note, I'm about to get off of here. You have an unbelievable